Hey, Dr. Isaac Jones here, and I want to talk to you about senolytics and their role in slowing aging, as well as how they can really help you extend your health span as well as your lifespan. So what are senolytics? These are essentially compounds that can help to destroy what they call zombie cells or senescent cells. And senescent cells are essentially cells in your body that are old cells that send out saps or other messaging molecules to other healthy cells to tell those healthy cells to get old. So the more senescent cells that you have in your body, the more senescent cells will end up bioaccumulating in your body. That's why lifespan isn't a linear process. Typically, lifespan is an exponential process where you essentially are living your life, you're getting older, and then you just drop off a cliff. And typically, people drop off a cliff after some sort of injury or slip or fall, and then they develop some sort of a disease or disorder or whatever it might be. But one of the reasons why people get fragile as they age and they develop a bioaccumulation of intracellular inflammation inside of their body is because of these senescent cells. What can we do to address these senescent cells? There's a lot of really cool compounds that are out there that can help really create an ability for you to get rid of these senescent cells in your body. And when you do that, again, the benefit is that they're not then communicating to other healthy cells to become senesced, which are old, crusty zombie cells, right? So different compounds that help with the ability to lyse these cells and to essentially get rid of these cells out of your body are a number. So there's Fisetin, there's Quercetin, there's dasatinib. There's a number of different compounds that are promising that will help us get rid of these senescent cells. Now, what do? I typically will pulse these senolytics. Now, what we recommend is not to just take senolytics the entire month, but take them twice a month over 2 days, which is what I do. And you can create a major impact on the body to rid the body of these zombie cells. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, this is great. Do I need to take supplements? Yes, these are good things to do to help get rid of senescent cells of your body. However, there are other lifestyle strategies that you can implement to get rid of senescent cells. I bet you it would come as a surprise to know that saunas are a really good way to get rid of senescent cells out of your body. And what the research is showing is the heat shock proteins are released after around 20 minutes of time in the sauna at around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. And so I know that's pretty hot. Sometimes in the winter, my sauna doesn't get that hot, so I stay in there for 45 minutes sometimes. My wife was in there for like an hour last night because it was pretty cold out. However, when you sauna, that is a great way to not just detox, to sweat, but to stimulate these heat shock proteins, which have a lot of different positive benefits in your body, but they can also help to get rid of inflammation in your body and help to remove senescent cells out of your body. Cold plunge therapy is another very powerful way. Now, there's a lot of research out there that's exciting around tissue regenerative therapy technologies like SoftWave TRT. SoftWave TRT I use to get rid of senescent cells. And essentially what it is, it's like ultrasound light and a bunch of sound waves that go into the body, and it expands the cells on a micro level, and then it causes the cells, cellular membranes to contract, right? And what it actually does is it mimics a inflammatory response and sends all these exosomes out in the particular area without actually causing damage to the tissue, depending on what tissue regenerative therapy device that you're using. There are some that actually cause damage to the tissue, which is not what you want. However, when you use these devices, they have been shown to actually get rid of the senescent cells in your body. So I use this technology twice per month. I think it's very powerful. And again, we need more research in this particular area and a lot of different areas to make this stuff very conclusive and get people buzzing about it. But just wanted to share with you some of the things that I do to essentially remove and decrease the bioaccumulation of senescent cells inside of the body. Now, another little tip for you is to just do as best a job you can to reduce global inflammation in your body. So if you're eating processed foods, if you're eating things like trans fats and sugars that create glycation end products and can lead to the proteins to kind of stick together inside the body and cause oxidative stress and kind of the rusting of your body, right? You want to stay away from those products. You want to stay away from conventional meats that are jacked with a bunch of GMO grains and pesticides and things of that nature. You really do want to consume organic, whole foods, and consume healthy fats. And those are some things that can really make a big difference when it comes to decreasing global cellular inflammation in the body and then decrease the bioaccumulation of senescent cells. Because we do know that the more inflamed we are, the more senescent cells can develop. And it's kind of this positive feedback loop that you do not want to get your body and your brain and your organs into. Now, the one thing that I will say senescent cells are problematic around is that every single organ of your body has a different kind of aging process. And some people, genetically, they're predisposed to their brain aging a little faster or their brain having susceptibilities to, say, dementia or something like that because of certain SNPs that they have or single nucleotide polymorphisms that they have inside of their body that are triggered. Other people, it might be their heart or their thyroid or their lungs. And so the more that you bioaccumulate these senescent cells in your body, the more susceptible you are to triggering these disease genes and weakening the particular organ that you have as a susceptible organ in your body or maybe your family lineage to essentially weaken even faster. So we want to get rid of these senescent cells. My encouragement again to you is reduce inflammation, live a healthy lifestyle, look at cold plunge, look at saunas, look at tissue regenerative therapy. And I think there's a lot of really good things that we can do around taking senolytics as well that can have a really powerful impact on removing these senescent cells from your bodies. The action I want you to take is just do one thing this next week or one thing this next month. Commit to it and it will have a marked impact on your body. One last thing I will say as a tip for you is that most people consume sugar that drives inflammation and the progression of senescent cells inside the body through beverages. So sugars typically come through beverages. That's how we get a lot of our calories. So if all you do is get rid of the sugary beverages this month and you focus on consuming beverages that are teas or are zero sugar, ideally things that don't have aspartame or Splenda or some of these synthetic sugars in them, or you just focus on drinking water, right? This is what I do every single day. All I do is I focus on drinking water. You know, I've got all these water bottles around me and it helps me to drink water. I do drink matcha green tea and I do enjoy some tea at night like chamomile tea and things of that nature. But again, water is pretty much the best thing that can help to reduce inflammation as a beverage. So I hope this video added a ton of value to you. Please share this video with people that you think this would serve, as it will help them up level their health, their lifespan, as well as their health span, which is the quality of years in their lives. And you can also click the bell button so that you're notified around future videos that I come out with that will add a ton of value to you. And the other thing that you can do that I'd love for you to do is subscribe. So please subscribe to this channel. And I would love to just continue to add more value to you and your family in the area of living your fullest potential, in the area of high performance, in the area of longevity, as well as health span. So appreciate you. Have a great day. Much love and God bless.